I've been caffeine free now for a while, and let me tell you, it's tough when you get up sort of early, like you didn't reach your sleep goals. It's so hard not to just reach for a cup of something to jolt you awake. But then I guess that underscores the reliance on like a chemical stimulant to keep going. That's the whole reason I quit. Didn't want it. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Wow, it's finally here. We reached the seventh iteration of Black Ops. Good God. So, Activision makes another billion or so. No matter how much you want to hate on this, there's a strong enough contingent that will purchase it. And people want to claim it's dead, but it's too big to fail. Call of Duty is way too big to fail. I haven't played Black Ops seriously since Black Ops 3. I tried Blackout for a while, didn't have a campaign. I was the most interested in the Call of Duty Black Ops campaigns. I tried to play all the Call of Duty campaigns just to stay in the loop. I did a little stint in Warzone when it first came out, and then sort of didn't lose interest really. The skill gap widened way too far for my boomer reflexes to handle, as is the case in most fast-paced multiplayer shooter games. Which I think is why Arc Raiders is so successful, because you can boom out and not really be a hardcore, sweaty, slide canceling maniac and play tactically and still get away with things. But these games, I don't know. It's tough. You can't just be a 50-year-old dude laning from the back of the map with a sniper anymore. It's just not that kind of fun anymore. The zombies mode, I don't know. I liked it in previous iterations. I'm sure there's more zombies here, and everybody seems to think that Treyarch is like the best developer. But when it comes to the Call of Duty franchise, I was always an Infinity Ward supporter. I mean, if you go back and play the original Call of Duty 1, 2, and even Ghosts, I loved Ghosts. It's weird, right? See, I got weird tastes, and that's why I have weird opinions. In Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Treyarch and Raven Software are bringing players the biggest Black Ops ever across an innovative co-op campaign, an electrifying multiplayer experience, and a legendary round-based zombies mode. Oh, and can we talk for just a second about how fucking weird their replacer advertisements were this year? The Call of Duty Black Ops does this weird thing where they get Peter Stormare to replace people who are playing Call of Duty Black Ops instead of doing their jobs. And the original couple of ads were really good. If you go back and look historically, when they first started doing it, they were actually pretty cool. And this year, they were just fucking weird. I don't know who's working at these ad agencies. You know, it's probably the result of the education system and how fucked up it's been and producing just weirdos in the last couple of years. Now they're all working in positions of authority at ad agencies. I don't know what it is, but go ahead and look at them and tell me I'm wrong, that this year's replacer ads are fucking weird, and not in a good, cool, funny, weird way. Just straight up like, ugh, what are you doing? What did I just watch? Anyways, this came out on the 13th of November from Treyarch and Raven Software, Beanox, High Moon Studios, Sledgehammer Games, Infinity Ward, Activision Shanghai, and Demonware. Yeah, it's Demonware. They need all these people to make the game work. Now, some of these teams are on the BR mode. Some of them are on the multiplayer mode. Some of them did the single-player campaign. So, they all integrate. Must be thousands of people doing this game. And Activision, everybody's favorite independent company, right? It requires an Activision account. It costs $90 at launch. But don't worry, there is a Vault edition for $130, and they have in-game currency up to 10,000 points with a 3,000 point bonus for $133.50. Holy shit. And this is what you get. You get digital tchotchke that has like no impact on the game, really. You get the tier skips in the battle pass. You get some kind of unlock token and an emblem pack. And I think a couple of guns that will give you some. But this is all stuff you can grind in the game for free. But if you want to look like any of these particular people, you got to pay the extra $50 at launch. Fucking gross. 5 1-hour double XP tokens, 5 1-hour double weapon XP tokens if you play before the season starts. So get your FOMO on. And all these double XP tokens, they are so skeezy and skint with this shit. To borrow a phrase from my British lads, they're skint because these XP tokens, here, I have a thesis on my website about what Call of Duty could do to make it really good and just unlock everything in the beginning. Do not tie progression to weapon attachment and weapon unlocks. Give everybody access to everything from the beginning. Like, why not? Eliminate that part of whatever skill gap is. Make all your guns viable. And that's the whole thing. Like, most of the guns aren't viable in the beginning until you fully kit them out with attachments and shit. And it's a long process to grind all those attachments. It sucks for most people. I think they would double their game population if they just gave everybody all the guns and all the attachments from the get-go. Even if they wanted to charge an extra $100 or something for that. And that's kind of going into pay-to-win territory. So maybe not. Scratch that. Just give everybody all the guns, make the game free to play, and fuck off. But the way they do it is it's weapon XP, level XP, and then they incentivize it by tying in with Mountain Dew and fucking Dr. Pepper, whoever else there, Pizza Hut's, Little Caesars, and tying in these tokens that you can get, codes that you redeem, and then for a certain period of time, you get double the experience points. You level your guns and your dude twice as fast. And the way they do it is it runs continuously. So whether you're playing or not, if you're sitting in a lobby, if you're looking at your loadouts, if you're not actually in the game shooting somebody, the time still ticks away. It's so stupid. You activate one. I mean, I believe this is still correct. This is how it had been for many years. If they changed it, good. I don't know, but I have a feeling they wouldn't. So, like, you probably spend just as much time out of the game as you do in the game after activating a token, waiting in the lobby, looking at your guns, fucking whatever, fucking around. And yeah, so this is not as big of a bonus as you might think it is. What it needs to do is run only when you're in the game shooting somebody. But no, they can't figure that shit out. Or they do, they know exactly how to do it, and they wouldn't because they get more of a value. I don't know how the company profits too by keeping you in the game longer, grinding shit. Like, if you give everybody the guns from the beginning and somebody, you get to choose the guns you favor, and they get to figure out what the meta is kind of right away, and they just sort of swallow the fact that maybe 80% of the stuff that they create is not going to be top tier, that's fine. People will use them just because they want to meme on it, or you can actually make the guns, maybe make the skins tied into the progression somehow, rather than the gun progression. Maybe that would be a better approach. I don't know. Is it just me? Am I the only one who finds having to grind a sight so that I can actually see an enemy and shoot them properly a fucking waste of time? Like, that initial couple of hours where your guns just suck is the worst. And then they incentivize you to buy those deluxe editions with the packs in it so that you can have, this actually gives you a leg up. It's not strictly pay to win because you can grind your way towards whatever attachments these guns have. But right up the gate, someone who has these guns will be able to shoot you faster and harder than you can with your shit starting assault rifle. So I don't know. That's my rant. There's a fucking essay on my website. You can read all about it. Blah, blah, blah. The team used machine generation to help develop some in-game assets. Here we go. And also frequent violence, because that's all the game is, about shooting your friends in the face. And lots of ladies involved here. Game for girls as well. Maybe that's what these games are becoming, because women want to shoot each other in the face just as badly as men do, right? Fucking good. Sword of Justice, all caps. What is it? The answer to Ghost of Yote? They just wanted to make an attractive looking samurai. No, there's dudes in it as well. Okay. Is this Korean developed? Smells Korean. An MMO, perhaps? I don't know. It's weird. I think this is photo mode every time they're showing us these shots. I wonder what the game actually looks like in action. Sword of Justice is sparking a rebellion against outdated role-playing game builds. Well, what does that mean? This groundbreaking open-world, massively multiplayer online game defies tradition with stunning visuals, defies tradition with stunning visuals and an immersive, lifelike atmosphere that deeply influences the game world. Step into the pulsing martial world and experience its breathtaking allure. Okay. Came out on the 5th of November from Zhurong Studio, self-published. It's free. But is it though? Premium quality, top-tier artistry, adapted from the classic literary masterpiece, The Four Great Constables, Sword of Justice by Wen Ruyan, one of the 4 grand masters of Chinese martial arts literature. Wow. No grind, no pay to win, your journey, your way. Really? And then introduces the groundbreaking Paths Converge system, where both competitive and casual players can earn full rewards through their preferred playstyles. The game abandons tedious grinding and shatters outdated MMO conventions, offering a stress-free experience. Come on now. As the first season-based open-world, massively multiplayer online game, the game offers hundreds of skills and pieces of equipment across its vast world for players to explore and acquire without paywalls. I don't believe you. How's this game going to make money? Is it just baiting them with lingerie outfits for the female characters? What are we doing here? Rich in Eastern aesthetics, unparalleled competition challenge accepted. The game breaks free from traditional class restrictions with a revolutionary martial arts systems. Tanks can heal while healers can unleash powerful attacks. That's not so groundbreaking. A lot of MMOs have done that. It's really only World of Warcraft and a few of the games that tried to copy it that still stick to those conventions. Players can combine hundreds of martial skills freely to create unique fighting styles. Your game, your rules. Epic dungeons, stunning visuals, solo gamers' haven, relax and play. Sword of Justice invites players to step into its pulsing martial world. Together, we'll forge a new era. Every encounter in the world is written by fate. And it includes mid-partial cartoon or fantasy violence. Mid? Like, what does that mean? It's half-assed? Use of alcohol, mild partial nudity. Can someone explain that? So it's softcore pornography. It does contain pornographic or nude content. That's how they get you. I fucking knew it. And alcohol, tobacco, or drug use or references. All right, somebody's going to have their sexual awakening on this game, and then they're going to claim it was the best game ever because they fell in love with this woman, this digital fantasy illusion. I don't know, bro. It's free, but is it though? I really do not like the fact that we're not allowed to see how they monetize it. List the prices of the in-game currency. They're saying that there's nothing to pay for. Then what does it do? Does it harvest the data off your computer? What's going on here? Very, very suspicious. Max Manos 2. Remember Max Manos 1? Yeah, me neither. Looks like a mobile type game. Very flat looking UI. Very simple vector-based artwork. Not exactly sure what it is precisely. Is it a clicker of some kind? Looks like it. Clicker survivor. Max Manos is back with destructive incremental adventure. Yeah, it's a clicker. Climb a 201 floor tower swarming with monsters. Destroy enemies, unlock powerful abilities, and upgrade into an unstoppable hand of destruction. Reach the top and face the ultimate challenge. Came out on the 13th of November from Max Manos. Self-published. They're all in on this. Or is this actually the dude's name, Max Manos? There is a demo. They want $7.80 for it. And yeah, you click around, you upgrade a tree, you waste your time. I'm good. Like I said, I just played Idle Heroes of the Forgotten Realms a couple days ago and reminded myself how strictly a waste of time. Like, I'll applaud those games for being so, not derivative, it's deconstructive. They take the thing, they strip it right down to the bare metal so that you realize that the vast majority of video games are just a waste of time. And these types of games are the ultimate expression of that. So kudos to taking that design to its logical conclusion. Grim. Yeah, that's looking pretty grim. This is the We Have Rust at Home. It looks like they actually ripped assets from Rust and decided to make it's a 4-letter word as well. Yeah, somebody just copying Rust. Grim is an exclusive, it's VR, okay, virtual reality, multiplayer survival game where you must immerse yourself stranded on a secluded part of Earth. Survival is not a choice, but a grueling battle against nature and other players. No, it's a huge choice to choose not to play this game. Gather resources, craft, and build your base, all to stay alive. Oh, hey, you see that Valve is going to call their new portable VR headset the Frame? And they should have called it the Steam Goggles. Come on now. We missed out on that. Anyways, this came out on the 13th of November from Spoonfed Interactive and Combat Waffle Studios, published by Beyond Frames. There were that many people involved in this. They want $26 for it, and it's Rust in VR, but it's not. It's like Rust how it was 12, 15, 20 years ago. How old is Rust now? Simultaneous player versus environment, devoted both players, wildlife, and artificial intelligence. Okay. There's enough people on the comment boards and social media trying to avoid artificial intelligence, but you can't get away from it. It's got you. It's got you in the grip. How many shorts did you watch today? Half of them were generated by machines. Scavenge the land and opposing bases for resources, food, water. It's rust. It's fucking rust. Raid your enemies. Mature content depicted in Grimm are as follows. Realistic violence with blood, gore, accidental death, corpses and injuries. There's also depictions of suicide. Hemp is also depicted and can be collected. It's literally rust. Face Punch Studios, lawsuit time. Fuck. Gigasword. I saw this the other day. It's pixel art throwback platformer where the key feature here is one, you're androgynous, and two, you can leave behind your weapon in order to do some traversal and collection stuff. And your weapon is big and heavy. If you really are a Berserk fetishist, by the way, I read the entire original Berserk series, and the first, like the Band of the Hawk story is the best. After that, I don't understand why people glaze that so hard, because it makes fucking no sense. The narrative, I read it closely and I cannot remember really anything that happened after Band of the Hawk. Like, it is just a blur of nonsense. It just got way too big. Like, rest in peace, Mira, but holy shit. Balance the weight of the Gigasword, battling between brain and brawn. Solve intricate puzzles, discover covert chambers, and slash through foes as Ezra fights to reach the top of the Nestrium and recover the God Crystal within. Can he restore the world's coherency before it's too late? He. Oh, okay. It's a dude, apparently. Came out on the 13th of November from Studio Hybrid and Akapura Games. There is a demo. They want $19.50 for this throwback. What is Gigasword? Well, it's a retro fetishist platformer, pixel art, and the thing is you can leave your weapon behind. Cool. I'm good on this one, but hey, this might be right up your alley. Solomon's Boneyard Hideous Retro Edition. What is this now? Okay, here's actual PSX era content. Is this an old school? I've never heard of this one. So what are you? You're like a wizard? No, it's got roguelike elements to it. It can't be that old. Okay. It's time. The time to stop a new Dark Lord is before he comes to full power. Stop a young Solomon Dark before he can raise Hell's army and threaten the world. Or don't. Thanks for giving me the option. I mean, you always have the option, but this came out on the 31st of October from Raptisoft, self-published. They want $10.50 for it. 23 years before the horrifying events chronicled in Solomon's Keep, the developer's other game. So it's a prequel to their previous game. Master 61 skills and spells, find hundreds of stat-boosting items, even unlock new spells and helpers as the story unfolds. But beware, Solomon Dark is more powerful than anyone expects him to be. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Throwback. Maybe it's cool. Little indie game. Roguelike elements. What's that wizard game? I always forget the name of it. Magicka. Yeah, Magicka was real good. And I'd probably rather play that. Anyways, Plagun. Or is it Plagun? The plague goes on. Okay, here we go. More retro fetishism. Chunky pixel art. I think it's a shmup. It looks like it might be a shmup. The dither filter on the background isn't doing my eyes any favor. I can't. The readability is pretty bad, but maybe in action it's easier to understand what's going on. I don't know. A plague-mutated doctor fights through wave after wave of infected husks in this fast-paced roguelike pixel shooter. Isn't every shooter a pixel shooter? Even Call of Duty 7 is a pixel shooter. Bro, you're shooting for that one pixel where your crosshair is, right? Equip cursed masks, wield biomechanical weapons, and mutate your build as you survive a kingdom undone by immortality. Came out on the 5th of November from Talking Guns, published by Indie.io. They want $6.50 for it. There is no demo, and it's a grotesque roguelike shooter. But it looks like a platformer of some kind. You play as a masked survivor, once a doctor, now a monster, using plague-infused weapons and cursed masks to fight back. Okay, well, I guess if you're all in on this aesthetic, red and black, with a weird dithering in the background, This is probably going to be your jam. Bullet Hell Mayhem. Okay. Auto shooting action meets tight platforming and fast wave-based encounters. Skull Mask builds, biomechanical weapons, randomized power-ups, permanent progression, dark lore and atmosphere, and a pick-up-and-die gameplay. Each session lasts 15 to 20 minutes. Easy to jump in, hard to survive. I don't know. I'm good on this. I got my 15 to 20 minute sessions using Destiny 2's Portal. Yeah, they should have had a demo. I'm actually a little bit curious to see how this actually plays in real time, but not curious enough to care beyond this. Merp in Merp World. Whoa, we're going even further back. The pixels here are even chunkier, slightly denser. Platformer, I guess, where you play as a creature, a turnip. Looks like you're a turnip of some kind. Be vigilant of hungry mouths, but do not hate them. They are desperate and not unkind, says the attractor. Okay, looks like somebody's weekend project here. Be Merp, be in Merp World. That's it. That's the copy. Came out on the 12th of November from Maybell, sunflower emoji. Self-published. They want $9 for it. Interesting. An adventure platformer that will change the universe. Apparently this person does not believe in capitalization. They don't like to capitalize. That's what it is. But yet they're selling the game for $9 on Steam. I don't know. Explore fields of warm grass and wildflowers. Glide through the sky with your leaf. Elude predating. Predatory, I think is what you meant. Predatory fauna, or make mischief instead. Merp in Merp World evokes the feeling of classic game girl color platformers. Okay, I have a feeling this developer is gender confused, but includes modern niceties such as widescreen support, high refresh rate support, and high-def heart-pumping soundtrack. Imagine living your life being upset that Game Boy was gendered. There's cartoon blood and violence. Maybell and these collaborators created Merp and Merp World. There's a bunch of people with ats in their names that aren't even their real names. Imagine, too, ending up in this world where when you get a credit in something, you don't use your real name. You use the made-up name that you created to hide from who you really are. Think about it. Anyways, cover art by Lure Noise. All right, good. Probably actually hand-drawn, that one. I'm good. Eclipse Breaker. All right, what is this now? Some baby's first? No, it's not. It's a weird mix of heavy-duty line art a la Hades. We've got this girl with the two-tone hair and the glasses, and you play as a female warrior. All right. And then you go into the PSX era graphics for the actual gameplay, and you fight against the old white-haired patriarchy, I guess. There's upgrade trees, fight and do battles. Eclipse Breaker is a strategic action roguelike. Dodge, parry, and strike in real-time combat where every second counts. Master fast-paced combat inspired by classic Japanese role-playing games. Which Japanese role-playing game are you inspired by here? Because I don't see it. Collect divine powers and fight through ever-changing dungeons in a relentless cycle of epic boss battles. Maybe Final Fantasy VIII? Came out on the 7th of November from Lunar Workshop and George Rodriguez. All right, George. Or is it Jorge? There's a demo. That's good. $15.50 is the asking price. Why did Jorge decide to make this Red Sonja-like game? I don't understand. What's going on in your head, Jorge? Built from scratch, yet wrapped in late 90s PlayStation flair. Is it, again, retro fetishism? You know, they'll say that, the indies are finally reaching this era of gaming and we're leaving this X behind. You're not. It's just the level of ability that the indie developer has. And it goes from like lo-fi, nothing, UI-based gaming, a little bit of pixel art, PSX era, and then there's a super huge spectrum gap of photorealistic 3D. And photorealistic 3D, let's make no bones about it, it is the pinnacle. It is the hardest to execute on your own, but it does provide the best results when done correctly. Like it's objectively true. It's a whole other dimension true above the UI-based and the pixel art games. So, I mean, there's no argument there. Whatever, fast-paced strategic combat, ever-changing divine realms, choose your allies, but you gotta be a girl. Face powerful gods, remastered classic that never existed. That's all it is. It's literally the definition of retro fetishism. The story, Hero Out of Time, Nobody Cares. Hi, I'm Jorge Rodriguez, the developer behind Eclipse Breaker. The game is a love letter to the roguelites and PlayStation-era role-playing games that shaped my love for gaming. Wait, roguelites have only been around for like 10 years. What? Maybe this person's only 19. Fast-paced battles, deep mechanics, and a world full of mystery and danger. We've had a blast. Yeah, have you really? Crafting this remaster of a game that never actually existed. And I hope you enjoy discovering it as much as we enjoyed making it. Well, it was content on my channel for 3 minutes. If you're curious, try the demo. Your feedback means the world to us, and we'd love to hear what you think. Again, I think they're talking about themselves in the first person, but using the they-them pronouns. Just how I feel. Whether you're here for the strategic combat, the nostalgia, or just to break the cycle of what cycle? Thanks for giving Eclipse Breaker a shot. Now get out there, challenge the gods. Let's see if you can survive. I do not accept your challenge. I'm good. Tanks, 1985. Wow, not even. This is way too detailed for what Tanks was on the Intellivision system. Nor did it have a pop-up UI like this. But it was close. I did play. I had one of my after-school sitters had an Intellivision in the basement, and I whiled away the hours playing those games, and those were great games for the time. And that unique controller with the stick at the top and a number pad below, good times. But yeah, tank battles in 2025, what are we doing? Classic Tank Battles Reborn with online play, power-ups, emojis, and map editor. Came out on the 27th of October from Code Hub, self-published. There is a demo, they want $1.30 for it. That's extremely reasonable. 37 classic levels, multiplayer battles, everything they said before. Modern economy, earn coins by playing or purchase via Steam microtransactions. Why? There's a why section. Nostalgic retro graphics with pixel-perfect style, modern quality of life features, a thriving community. Really, I'll bet you there's 2 people playing this right now, if that. Whether you're defending the Eagle solo, teaming up with friends, or showing off your custom maps, Tanks delivers a perfect blend of retro action and modern multiplayer fun. None of this explains why you did this. None of it. The real answer is because that was their level of game development ability. That's what every game represents. So that's why. All right. Hunter the Reckoning, A Time of Monsters. Oh, it's been a minute since we've seen one of these. It's actually a choose-your-own-adventure visual novel hypertext sort of thing. Let's read some of this fascinating prose, shall we? That's okay, Mandy replies, her voice soft and reassuring. I just want to know if you've seen or heard anything strange over the past few nights. Finally, this was taking long enough. Laureline leans in. I did see something a couple nights ago. I saw lights running across the power lines. I saw a bunch of creatures running through the alleys. Did you see what kind? Mandy asks. The other woman shakes her head. I don't think they were real. I've seen them before, and the doctor, the one that gave me the meds I lost, she said they weren't real. Anything else? There were voices a few nights ago. They sounded human. They were talking about something, a hunt, the raid on the camp in the park, but... Her voice trails off. I don't know. For heaven's sake, this might be it. This might be the lead you need, and she's not going to tell you. You've got to get her to talk. And your choices. Come on, we gave you food. The least you could do is tell us what you heard. This is important. Tell us what you heard. Lives are on the line here. Tell us what you heard. It's okay if you don't want to talk about it if you don't want to. Like the first 3 choices are literally the same choice. All right, I mean, okay, fine. Wait, what was this? With their actual stats and stuff in the game? Oh, I guess you do have some sort of character sheet, at least. You have the desperation percentage and trust versus suspicion. Interesting. And an inventory as well. Topple the vampires from the streets below. Will you unite the homeless, the gangs, and the secret hunter societies to defy vampiric rule? An interactive novel set in the World of Darkness extended universe. Oh, really? You actually got a WAD license for this? Came out on the 13th of November from Choice of Games, self-published. Or is WAD open gaming license? I don't know. If it's OGL, then I guess you could do whatever you wanted, including a choose-your-own-adventure thing. There is a demo. They want $19.50 for all these words. How many words are there? Oh, you get to play as male, female, or non-binary, straight, gay, or bi. Non-binary is not a thing. It fucking doesn't exist. All right. Hunted, broken, homeless. Your nights seem numbered. They have everything. You have only your guts, wits, and a stubborn refusal to die. I'm good on this. I'm funny that they don't mention how many thousands of words. Like normally that's a big bragging point on these. I wrote enough for 6 novels in this. Totally trauma dumped everything out of my mentally deranged mind. But no, not in this case. Anyways, I'm good. There it is if you want it. Fracture front. Fuck, I've been yapping a lot today. I got a lot on my mind. I've been exercising hard lately, so my brain's kind of hyperactive. What is this? Low effort 3D with a huge UI that reminds me of classic World of Warcraft. Tons of abilities, I guess. A little bit hard to read. Kind of like that For the King sort of level of 3D. Not my favorite. Fracture Front is a fantasy third-person 3D action roguelike. Centered on random equipment, it delivers a variable and strategically deep combat experience. Players take on the role of a warrior who travels through rifts to stop enemies from seizing the energy core. Okay, nice premise. Came out on the 13th of November from somebody Chinese. And there is a demo. They want 1180 for it, and it's a roguelike with a lo-fi, low-effort 3D. Music-obsessed chubby fellow. Warning, interrupt his headphones at your peril. This is a developer self-insert right here. There's a badass biker babe and grooving little zombies. So is it music-based? Play your way. They aren't classes. They're variables in a system on the brink. Yeah. One more pass on the 3D would have made it really good. As it is, it's flat, kind of lifeless. I don't know. Learn to smooth, kids. Learn how smoothing works. There's epic boss fights, and the promotional images and UI art assets of the game are generated using a machine. And if they used a machine for that, they probably used a machine for a lot of the other stuff. I don't know. Good luck with this. Glad you had a demo, and I hope you go far. And we've gone far. 19,475 games have been viewed. You have yourself a fantastic Black Ops 7 launch day.